We chose to do Dibels Next for our assessment. Dibels stands for Dynamic Indicators of Basic Early Literacy Skills. We did grade level 1, and it is a formative assessment. And assessed is oral reading, nonsense word fluency, and phoneme segmentation fluency.
The purpose of the Dibels Next is to measure fluency. They are designed to be short, 1-minute fluency measures used to regularly monitor the development of early literacy and early reading skills. They can help educators easily monitor the progress of their students. This is the benchmark assessment book directions and student materials. It is for the teacher. It includes 3 different benchmarks. It gives directions on to how to use the book. We will be demonstrating the first one. It will coordinate with the benchmark assessment book that will be given to the students to work with the teacher.
All right, I'm going to show you some letters. I want you to point to each letter and say its name, starting with this.
P, R, I, B, O, M, X, P, T, K, Q, H.
All right, time's up.
All right.
You got 10 total correct.
Wow. This is the Progress Monitoring Assessment book with directions and student materials. It has 5 different categories. The first one is phonemic segmentation fluency. The next one is nonsense word fluency. And then there's 3 different levels of oral reading fluency. It coordinates with these 3 booklets: phonemic segmentation, nonsense word fluency, and here's just one level of the oral reading fluency. In the benchmark assessment booklets, after the student performs the task in which they are asked to do, the teacher will write down their scores here on these lines. And on the front, after they complete the booklet, the teacher will fill in the coordinating squares with what the students scored, and then they add up the scores here in the bottom boxes. Right here it says they will circle the median score. So that is how they will interpret the score of the child's performance on the benchmark assessment. To interpret the child's score of one of the progress monitoring scoring booklets, the teacher will do a similar task of filling in the score of what the students got. There's more scoring than the benchmark assessments, and then the front looks like this, and they will fill in the scores as they go, and it correlates to 4 weeks.
There are 3 positive attributes to the Dibels Next. It is designed to measure 3 out of 5 areas in early literacy. It measures phonemic awareness, alphabetic principle, and accuracy and fluency as 1. Another attribute is that it's quick to give to a child. It takes less than 10 minutes, so you won't have to take away from the child's learning or teaching. As shown in these booklets, you can see how quick they are, and they're just little assessments to see how the child is doing. The last attribute is, since the content areas are assessed separately, the teacher is able to tell if a student is struggling in a specific area rather than all 3 that are tested. A potential drawback is that it only measures 3 of the 5 areas in early literacy. It does not measure vocabulary and comprehension. A lot of times, younger children have issues with these skills. If they were measured, they may be able to get some additional help. Another drawback is that even though it takes less than 10 minutes, it is supposed to be administered to every child in the class. This could become very time-consuming for the teacher. The last attribute we decided to mention is that the Dibels Next includes nonsense words. A lot of educators find this not to be useful.
Dibels would need progress monitoring because it is given 3 times per year. The administrator should keep some kind of data so that they can catch red flags among students using this assessment. Many times, teachers do not correctly monitor progress, and it can hurt the student in the end. You would need observational data to monitor oral fluency and see if additional help is needed. You would not necessarily need another assessment similar, but it wouldn't set the student back if one was given.